In this legal vision, I would like to talk about the key judgments and orders of the Judicial Forum in India on environment protection. The environment has to be protected, even its air, water, land, and the trees and forest, and also material and wealth, natural wealth. They have to be protected, not to be disturbed and misused. And as the people are even in others also inside India, others also using the water bodies. They use the water bodies and others also misusing. The water bodies are destroyed. Water bodies are encroached. So the court and judicial forums are furious on the misuser. So these water bodies have to be protected. So whereby the many a bill filer and the complaint filers, they are promoted to file the cases so that only the judiciary can enter into the matter very seriously and find out. Yeah, just 5 years back, the Madras High Court issued an order on dumping of the also sand. Such a time the government was led by ADMK in Tamil Nadu. Despite more arguments by the government, the case was dismissed on environmental impacts. I could remind that the sounds of that argument even today. It was held in Madurai bench of Madras High Court at the time, just 5 years back. So same judgment was challenged in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court also maintained and also upheld in the judgment of the Madras High Court. So that type of the judgments are very significant to protect the environment. Despite the government, the South Zone really promised to the people to protect really the water bodies and the other environment and also not to have the environmental impacts. The government also sometimes is losing its grip on it and disturbing the South Zone the use of the local the water bodies. Water bodies are natural bodies. These have to be protected. If you take it, the water bodies are ancient, natural, and man-made also, and those have to be protected. Those democracy should be protected without getting altered by the man and also the misuser. So that on the filing of the more cases, the more forums, High Court and also even the trial court have Supreme Court have issued more orders protecting the environment, not to destroy. Even if the air pollution is caused more in the south zone, there also is controlled by the judgment of the south zone already in the courts, high courts and the Supreme Court, and also National Green Tribunal. So the tribunal is also on judicial forum. It is also helping through its order to protect the environment. Also, the breaking of the hills on the basis of the south zone daily order of the government. Sometimes it happens. It is also protected by the courts, the judicial forum, which are necessary. More judgments are issued and ordered by the court, honorable courts, and which are helping the people, the common people, to have free air and free at the south zone, the free forest, which means protected forest, and free environment and free water, and also a best land. Those have to be protected. Recently, in the Kodaikanal order is also significant, whereby most bottles have been removed, and also the water bottles beyond 5 liters are allowed, and even the shop. And it is also the concern municipality has been ordered to restrict and also all the entering of the vehicles and also filing on the online, and whereby the bottles are seized, the plastic are seized. Despite it, more illegal activities are going on. Those have to be controlled by the people itself. So the judicial forums, the courts, which are helping to the people through various orders and judgments to protect in the environment and directing to the boards. For example, there is also air pollution board and the water pollution board and the land pollution board. These boards are directed by the courts to protect and to do their activities to protect the environment. And one side in the planting trees by the other also volunteers or by the government are going on. So we have to do. We have to plant more trees to protect in the environment. We have to do so that only in the future generation will use it and they will also maintain the natural resources which are necessary. So misusers have to be punished. So honorable courts has also through various judgments have punished the people, have issued the more orders to punish the people. That is necessary. So the environmental protection is necessary. The judiciary is part of the also doing its work through issuing more orders and judgments on protection of the environment. The water bodies occupation should be removed earlier. So in future also, this should be continued. That is important.